Hi, my Cancer friends. We have a reading for you today. This is for the overall energies for May for Cancer. So we're going to get started. And before we do, I just want to remind you that if you enjoy this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And also smash that bell so that you don't miss any of my readings. And to those of you who do share my videos and like my videos, I thank you so very much because I really, really appreciate it. So to get started, we're going to go ahead and give the cards a quick shuffle. And I am using the Intuit Oracle by Aria. And this is my absolute favorite deck. It's the deck I've been using for the last 2 months. And if you'd like to know more about that, the Oracle deck that I'm using, you can find information about it in the information here underneath the video. So anyways, here we are. We're going to get started. And the first question we are going to ask is, what is the overall energy for May for Cancer? Okay, so we're looking for the overall energy for Cancer for the month of May. The first card is a dog. I love the dog card. The next card that we have is the tracks. And that's always a great card. Let's see. I love all these cards. I don't know who I'm kidding. I like them all. And the stork. Okay, so we're looking at the overall energies for May. We're going to take a look at the cards. Now, you do read them in pairs. They're like Lenormand cards. So I'm going to take a look at. It does look like you have the presence of someone in your life right now, or you yourself could be that person that is being a supportive friend. All right. Now, the main card in this reading, in this overall energy, is about forward movement. So it means that whatever you're doing right now, you are kind of like getting information from your higher self that you're going to stay the course on this track. So this isn't just about movement. It's also about staying the course, ensuring that you continue on the same track. Whereas some of the cards are more about movement in general, this is stay the direction. So in other words, you can almost go on autopilot with it, and you are going the right direction. And you are moving forward steadily. And either you or someone you know are being very supportive in this process. So either you are being very supportive. I'm picking up though that you've got someone that's sitting there supporting you. Right? That's what I feel. There may be some of you who are actually maybe even helping others stay on the track. So I think you're falling into one of two categories, either someone who is on a particular path and you have some support, or you may be supporting someone who is very much on a path. And this path that you're on, this forward movement, is about a lot of transformation and change. Okay, that's the stork. So the stork is also, it's about expectancy. It could be pregnancy actually, because it is about expecting. It's about birth, and but if we're looking at this card and compared with the tracks, or coupled with the tracks, it's very likely that this is a transformational kind of situation where you're moving forward steadily, and it's a very fertile period of time. All right, it's offering opportunities for transformation while you are on the move. All right, and once again, if you look at the dog paired with the stork, you're more than likely getting a good amount of support from someone who is a loyal friend to you, someone that is always, looking out for your best interests. Okay, so that's some of the general overall energies for May. We are going to take a look at now What is the specific information that you need to know about your love life for the month of May? Cancer. Let's see. All right, Cancer. Let's go into the deck here. All right, so we've got the Archer. All right, so that's the first card, the Archer. We also have the Bouquet. All right, and then we also have the Eagle. All right, so if we look at these cards together, let's look at first of all, the overall arching energy about what you need to know for love is the Bouquet. So for the month of May, Cancer, you're probably going to be in a pretty harmonious state. You should be experiencing a lot of warm, happy, loving feelings inside. That often comes from a feeling of gratitude for the situation that you have. So what we're going to do is we're going to couple that with, all right, what's giving you this happy, warm glow? And that is the fact that you are taking careful aim and you're being quite specific in your focus. All right. A lot of times when we're very specifically focused on that which we know we're supposed to be doing, we're taking careful aim at it, and we're filling our heart with gratitude for being so blessed to have the opportunity to do that, the outcome is going to be that, there's a happy, harmonious feeling. And I've often said that if you're ever in a really bad place, the best thing you can do is go into your heart and figure out what it is you have gratefulness for. What are you grateful for? What gratitude do you have? Because the gratitude that you have in any situation is going to bring about the love feeling. And it's a very sincere love feeling. It's genuinely what love feels like, is when you feel that feeling of gratitude. So taking careful aim on what you're focused on, and that's what I'm picking up. There's other words on the cards, but I'm feeling more about focus and being on target. And those kind of go together. Now, another thing, and I see how that plays into the careful aim and focus, is we look here and we have the Eagle card. And the Eagle card is your unlimited potential for happiness. Pair these two cards together. All right. So what you're doing is you're allowing yourself to have the inspirations that come to you from the higher perspective. I think of the Eagle card as being the higher perspective card. All right. A higher perspective card is what happens when you go into gratitude. And oftentimes when you go into your higher perspective is when you feel grateful, because you can see the logic and the beauty of everything that's happening to you. And that means it's opportunistic. It gives you the opportunities to see truly, which when you see things truly, you honestly feel so happy and so grateful. And that fills you with even more energy of love. All right, now we did ask very specifically how this was for love, and I'm going to pull a clarifier card because obviously when it comes to love, when we're in our highest perspective, when we stay very focused, but I'm not really sure, like in terms of when I look at the card, the Archer, which is focus, I'd like to know more specific about this card. I'd like to know what is it that my Cancer friends should focus on in order to have the best look into or best, what do you want to say, effect for the month of May. Interesting. So we get the Letter card. All right. So one of the things that you can do if you want to go to the higher perspective and be able to go to this place of gratitude. See, I think these cards, when they're coming up around the question of what do you need to know about love, is that this is all about becoming aligned with the vibration and energy which you'd like to experience. So, of course, when you're in the love, when you're in this grateful state, where you're in this full of love, you're aligning yourself with that energy. And that's taking careful aim so that you really get what you came for, what you really wanted to experience. And what this card here that we've clarified is, what can you do to actually, get into that state is you might write, write something down, communicate all of the things that you're feeling, and, you know, allow that to be a way of maybe focusing in the energies of what you're feeling. And when you stay aligned with all of the feelings of gratitude and tuning into your higher self, you're actually aligning yourself with the energy that you prefer in a loving relationship. So not a lot of, it doesn't look like there's a lot of interaction here for May, and I could be wrong. I mean, for example, this card may be for you that you're going to actually hear from that special someone. And in this card here as well, the Archer also has your go-to guy or your go-to gal. And so, that may indicate that thing going on with that other person. But this feels like a month of love within self and aligning your energies for that which you prefer. So we're going to go ahead and put those cards up here. We are now going to look at what specific information you need to know about your career and abundance. And I always like to think of career as your creative expression. But it is whatever you're doing that's, putting food on the table or feeding your soul, one of the two. And let's take a look at the first card is the beaver. Okay, so we have the beaver. And the second card is the key, right? And the third card is, the bridge. We've got another communication card. Okay. All right. So as I look at this card, these two cards paired together, the beaver and the key, okay, what I see in this is that whatever it is you're focused on, persistence is going to pay off, and that is the solution to the situation you're looking for. It is what's going to help you unlock the things that you're trying to do. Now, what you may find out is there may be things working against you, okay? If there are, the determination that you have is what is going to make it all work out for you. It's what makes dreams come true. It makes what you're trying to do achievable. We all hear, about persistence. We got to stay the course. Well, and listen, that pairs right up, right, with the tracks. Oops, sorry. The tracks. Stay on target and keep moving forward. Persistence. All right? So when you keep doing what you're doing, that is the solution to unlocking your goal. It is the solution. So that's part of this. Now, the other part of the solution is also communicating or bridging. Let me see here. Let me look at this. Okay, well, again, this is overcoming barriers, which is unlocking the key to solutions. So if there is some things that are working against you, your key and your solution is, number one, keep going and be persistent. And number two, allow yourself to maybe communicate some of what's going on with you, and that may, and share. That's another word that we've got here, share. And that maybe through communicating and sharing your perspective, you may be able to come to some kind of compromise. I love the bridge card because so many times things that we're having issues with, especially in our careers, if we just openly communicate from a space of love and, I don't know, just get our egos out of the way, we can overcome any kind of barriers to success. And that does oftentimes take persistence. you know? All right, so that is what I see in terms of your career. Let's look at what your higher self wants you to know for the month of May. Okay? What else does your higher self want you to know about the month of May? Oh, we got a victory card, so it seems your persistence is going to pay off. We've got the loons. Okay. And what else do we have? Ooh, we have the broom. I love the broom because the broom is all about getting rid of stuff you don't want. And it's a repetitive card as well. It's funny. You got repetition in the beaver. Okay, so what it's saying, it's funny because this goes right along with on the tracks, right? Stay on the tracks, keep going. You may find that some of the stuff you have to do is quite repetitive, not necessarily your favorite things to do, unwanted, but these are the necessary chores that you need to do in order to get your victory, all right? Your recognition, the success that you're looking for in whatever aspects, whether that's love or career or abundance or creative expression. It looks like May is going to have a very victorious outcome. Source does want you to know that you're going to get recognition even from the supportive friend. Okay? You've got someone that's really hanging out with you and pretty much encouraging you along somewhere along the way. And I would say that that's where you can go into a place of gratitude. Gratitude is always going to help. The thing that's going to make you that success is your commitment. All right? So, that's how you manifest your deepest dreams and desires is through persistence and putting in the necessary work. We have to put in the necessary work for all that to happen. But the cards are basically saying that, yes, in fact, you will have the victory that comes along with that. So anyways, I think that that's a pretty good overall look at what's going to happen with you, Cancer, in this month of May. Thank you so much for joining me. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and press like on this and share this to anyone that you feel will get any benefit out of it, your other Cancer friends. Appreciate that. And thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next time. Namaste.